Hello everybody, and welcome to Webb Military Museum in Savannah, Georgia. I'm Gary Webb and this is my museum. Today we're going to talk about the artifacts in the Civil War case. Civil War 1861 to 1865. Beginning on the left side, some of the artifacts in this museum are very interesting, particularly the combat mace. This was dug up Petersburg, Virginia. Very unusual item, probably Confederate made that just to go medieval. As we move to the left, some other interesting artifacts would be the Confederate boots. Very rare you find boots, much less Confederate. These particular boots belong to a prominent family in Augusta, Georgia named Finzies. These are Lieutenant Robert Finzies artillery boots. Some of the other artifacts in here of interest would be the Confederate Bible. This particular Bible saved this Confederate's life on July the 2nd. That was the second day of Gettysburg. He actually dies on July the 2nd, 1911, 48 years later. So a good day and a bad day. Many of the other artifacts in here belong to particular people such as Robert E. Lee. This is a Carta de Vista signed by him, which he gave to a prominent Savannaian named Sarah Minus in 1866 when he came back to Savannah. He originally came to Savannah after he graduated from West Point, was introduced to the Minus ladies, and would come back later to give them a Carta de Vista signed by him. One of the interesting artifacts also is the second type Medal of Honor. The Medal of Honor was given to to Union soldiers, but in 1900 they changed the medal to this version, which is called the Type 2 version. Very rare because only 50 were given out, and there's only had it for 8 years. Some of the other artifacts are these pieces of wood. They're all taken from the Battle of Chickamauga. These are war logs with the shrapnel in them. Here's one you can see where the bullets entered, and as years went by, the tree continued to grow, turning the bullets around. Also in the museum, in the Civil War case, I have the Confederate rifle. This particular rifle was given to me by a friend of mine's wife. She indicated that her grandpappy was a Union soldier and it had notched it 4 times for killing 4 Confederates. Very interesting rifle, only the fact that he did notch it. Some of the other artifacts might be a lot of Carta de Vistas and photographs from the war of soldiers and guns put out throughout the museum. We're going to go next to the next case.